It's been 1 week since I've been laid off from my job, and
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel to support my channel. And in today's video, episode 3 of this series, we continue talking and how many older generations workers are being laid off from their jobs. I've put together some clips for you to watch it, and then we will share it together. And now let's get started.
it's been 1 week since I've been laid off from my job, and I'm reading job descriptions on LinkedIn, and they're not even like red flags really necessarily. I just don't want to. I don't want to. I don't. I'm 46. I've done a lot of different shit in my life, but I don't think I can do the corporate stuff anymore. I don't. My husband's a dog trainer. I'm gonna go be dog trainer with him.
This is what's been going on the last 8 weeks. When I had a job, I was looking for another job, and I would go on interviews, and they would offer me the job at a certain amount of money, and I would accept it during the interview. Then they would send me the final offer, and it would be $6 to $10 less an hour. I'm not going to work for a company that's lying right off the bat. Then I did find a job, and I took it. They said it's 9 to 5, no weekends, you make this amount of money an hour. Well, I get the job. 2 days later, they pull me in. They say, hey, we found out you've got a part-time job. You're going to have to quit that part-time job or have the hours changed because we do not accept that. So I'm like, okay, cool. I had the hours changed. And while I was working for this company, I found out that people started working at 4 in the morning, worked till 1 in the morning, no lunch breaks, no breaks whatsoever, working 7 days a week. Well, a week later, they fired me anyway. They said, you're not what we want working for this company. Get out of here and don't ever come back. I'm like, cool, okay. So I started applying for more jobs. There were companies that would say, we will get back with you because you're the best candidate so far. They would never get back with me. I would send an email and call and try to find out what the status is. They would never respond. There were companies that hired me and told me to go to training center. I would go to the training center. No one's at the training center. I'm told, come in on Saturday then. I'm like, Saturday? I've already got plans. They said, okay, come in next week. They never would get back with me and tell me what day to come in. Then they would start calling me at 4 in the morning and at 10 at night, wanting to know why I'm not at work and that I'm on the work schedule. I'm like, you guys never even hired me. So I gave up on them because they were just goofing around. Then there's companies that say, during the application process, pay us $24 an hour, but when you get into it, it's only $12 an hour. Then there's companies that say their benefits is 30 hours of overtime a week, paying $8.50 an hour. Then there's been companies that sent me an email saying, we've decided to move on and hire someone else. Then 2 or 3 days later, I would get emails from that exact company through Indeed saying, you need to apply for this job. You're a perfect candidate for this. Well, then they didn't hire the person that they said they did. They just lied to me. They didn't want to hire me. These companies are gaslighting everybody. They're lying throughout the application process and the hiring process and all this and that. And then they get on the news and newspapers and TV and stuff and say they can't find good help or good workers. No one wants to work for these companies because they're going through the same problem I'm going through. They're just gaslighting, manipulative, narcissistic type of people. It is absolutely gross. That's why these companies can't find anybody to work.
Yesterday I received a phone call from HR, my direct manager, and his manager. And I was laid off. I've worked for this company in this position for over 4 years. Now I won't, I'm not going to make it seem like it was a miserable experience. I enjoyed my job. I felt like I was treated with respect by the company. I had some major family issues happen. I had no issues when I needed to take time off to deal with those family issues. I felt like my direct management was super supportive. Anyone above them sucked ass. I'll be quite straight with you. So yeah, I received a phone call from the three of them sitting in one room together, and I was laid off. I was offered to go from a full-time position to a part-time position, meaning 24 hours or less per week, losing all of my benefits, including any 401k, health benefits, dental, vision, disability, any of that. I would lose everything. Or I could take the L, and they would give me 60 days severance package where I kept my health benefits for 60 days, and I would be paid 40 hours a week at my current rate of pay for 60 days. At the end of that 60 days, that's it. Done. So they're trying to give me time to find a new position within the company. No, thank you. And I'm not going to tell you what company it is. I mean, if you pay close enough attention, you can figure it out. But I will say that I am only one of thousands of people who are going to experience this, who have experienced this. And yesterday I was really upset and scared, panicked. Like I said, I'm a single mom. I'm doing this all on my own. But as time went on, I realized this is an opportunity. This country's going to shit. And this is my opportunity to do something that makes a difference in people's lives. Not just individuals' homes or their individual projects, but really make a difference in people's lives. So, I've applied for school to go back to college and hopefully earn a degree in somewhere in the medical field. Not insurance, actually patient care, because that's what I care about is patients. I've applied to various companies and organizations for community outreach. And I encourage you to do the same. I don't care. I'm very money motivated right now just because that's what I need in my life right now is I need money. I need to pay my bills. I need to take care of my child. I need to help my son take care of his child, my older son. But let me tell you this. You're not going to break me. You're not going to break me. I took a beat. I had a good cry. Woke up with puffy eyes. You're not going to break me. So I'm coming back with a vengeance. And I've got plans. And I've got goals. And I want to make a difference in my community. And so this is my opportunity. You can't stop me.
Okay, it's freaking time. I'm done being in the shitter about losing my job, and I'm so ready to manifest my next career move. This job market is absolute trash though. My For You page has sent me down a rabbit hole of how bad it actually is. But I gotta figure out something. I had someone say to me the other day, how are you gonna reinvent yourself? You are in your 40s, you're an adult. My response is it's truly never too late in life to figure out something that you actually love to do. So we're gonna do it. I may fail a couple of times, question what it is that I'm doing, but I know that I'm gonna get myself up every day, get my ass dressed, and hold myself accountable. So I'm excited for this little journey, and if there's anyone out there that's in the same boat, wants to share what they're working towards, what they have worked towards that succeeded, and what they're doing that they love in life, I'm here to listen. Let's all support and grow with each other. I taste like dog shit.
Manager fires the 96-year-old worker. Customers take action. A 96-year-old man named Charles had been working at the local supermarket for over 30 years. All the customers and his co-workers adored him. But everything changed when the local supermarket hired a new manager. The manager had only been there for a couple of weeks when he began to notice the 96-year-old. Because Charles was elderly, he would work a little bit slower than the other co-workers. The manager noticed this and decided to call Charles into his office. He gave Charles a warning and said that if he doesn't work faster, that he would get fired. But because Charles was 96 years old, he was not able to work as fast as everyone else. So because of this, the manager fired him. Charles was very loved by his customers and his co-workers. They even threw a 96-year-old birthday party for him. And when they found out the news that Charles had been fired, they immediately went into action. His customers and co-workers created a GoFundMe to raise money for Charles. They raised over $100,000 for him to comfortably retire. Not only that, they got over 200 signatures for a petition to give to the manager for him to be rehired. However, Charles turned down the opportunity and did not want to go back to work.
As you can see, more and more auto workers are being laid off across nearly every industry. In just 6 months, the tech sector alone has cut 10,000s of jobs, from Microsoft to Google and Meta. Even Walmart is an exception, and most of those affected are people in their 40s and above. When companies say restructuring or downsizing, it basically means we don't need you anymore and you need to say goodbye to this job. But starting over at 50 or 60 years old is extremely hard for those people, especially when many employers reject you for being too old or just simply because you are overqualified. This shows that we shouldn't put all our loyalty into any company. With the economy struggling, inflation rate rising, and living costs getting higher, one layoff can throw an entire family into crisis, especially for those who depend on a single paycheck. And for younger workers, this is a wake-up call. One day when you reach your 40s or 50s, you might face the same situation. That's why we need stronger labor laws to truly protect employees. And finally, if you're going through a layoff right now, I'm sending you a big hug and you need to pick yourself up. Keep going and look for new opportunities, and things will get better. And what do you think about the fact that more and more older workers are being laid off? You can share your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, thank you so much for watching to the end. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next one.